Hello. Hello. Check, check. Okay. Welcome back. It's been a while because we were waiting for the next update of the Archon quest and now it's here. We do have Xilonen's banner up for 4 more days and I don't know if I want to try for a 5-star. We're on 50-50 because our last one is Kinich. But let's see if this story quest compels us to pull for her. The thing is, I have all Geo characters right now. So I just kind of want to get her for my collection, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin my primo count for Mavuika because I might also want to pull for Chaska or Oraron, either or. Probably not both. But anyway, so our focus for this video is doing the Archon quest Act 3, Part 1. All names are noble. So I'm assuming this is where we actually meet Xilonen. We met her in the event because I did the event, but you know, canonically, this is where we first meet her. So yeah, we have 4 days to decide. Hopefully I can finish everything in 4 days. I think I can. I'm gonna do one part a day like I did before. Let's see. Hopefully I still have energy after work. Oh my god, my schedule's a bit weird. That's why I ran out of... Oh, there we go. I ran out of pre-recorded videos to upload, so that's why
the Adventurers Guild has been
it's
overwhelmed
been nothing
these days.
for almost a week. I'll just autoplay this.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far.
Craft a
then
name
we can
for
take
us.
a look at how to
And
coordinate
Xilonen's
our
gonna
efforts.
make it.
All right. Thank you so much.
I also like how she skates.
Got any new commissions?
You two have come
I'm just
just
gonna
in
put my
time.
retinol while they're talking.
I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
That'll lead to a faster response time.
Yes, precisely.
Precisely.
This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once.
Sorry, I'm gonna move my mic away a bit
please
while
also
I'm
take a
applying my
chance to
retinol.
relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this
We
will be a
have,
good
haven't
opportunity
we?
for some well-deserved rest.
IRL, I've been working so hard.
So that's the plan.
My head hurts.
We can finally stop and take a break.
But the threat of the Abyss is still far from over. But the less work we take, the less we'll earn.
Keeping Natlan safe and sound is our priority now. The more can wait.
Wow, coming from you, Paimon, that's rich.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
I also hope the day of peace will come soon.
Oh, hey, Kachina!
Oh,
Are you
Kachina,
feeling
I
better
forgot.
now?
Yeah, we have some lacking voice lines because they weren't recorded before the strike happened. It's a SAG-AFTRA, if I remember correctly. So they weren't able to get the VAs for these characters to voice them. Don't push yourself too hard. By the way, Xilonen told me she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. There we go. She said that she's all set and we can all...
So we'll finally get to meet Xilonen, the legendary
Xilonen.
forger of
I've been
ancient
saying it like
names.
that, but
I
then
still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
I heard differently. Apparently, okay, it is Xilonen. Is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of fun things. Then we should properly thank her when we meet. Assignment. Okay, we're going together. Let's go, Kachina. Na Kachina. She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Everyone's so proud of you. You're the future of your tribe. Ah! On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while. Beyond the smoke and mirrors. Started. Alrighty, hopefully it's gonna be just 40 minutes long and it's the first part, and I'm not expecting a cutscene, but we have been getting cutscenes per quest here, so... I rarely go into these things with expectations anyway. I mean, high-key I don't, but low-key a little bit. Especially when I was kind of disappointed for the fake ending of Star Rail's Penacony arc. I'm like, no, Hoyoverse, this ain't you. And true enough, it was a fake ending. Thanks to Black Swan. Anyway, this is a different game. Oh, there she is. It's so cool. I like how she skates up cliffs as well. Okay, grab my lip balm. She's super amazing and I've already learned tons of stuff from her. I can vouch that she's
yes,
worthy of
so
her
I've
name.
heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you
love her
Outlanders?
style.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
You
No,
seem
the
proud
only
and
thing
tell
she
you?
said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to
That's so
ensure she'd
interesting.
be able to
Why
return
you
safe
need
and
an
sound.
ancient name.
And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Are you upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Hands
I'm
hurt.
used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill,
part-time
and
job I'm doing right
we
now
used
is
to argue a
very
lot.
Manual
Honestly,
labor heavy.
it's probably for the better
I have
that
to
she
take care
didn't
of my
bring this up
hands.
at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all,
I love how
she
her
must have
vision
known
is
that
like a
forging an
huge
ancient name
pendant.
for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I've got plenty of deeds under my belt. Yeah, I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
Well, we saved Kachina.
Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the
I
ancient
love
name
her
to
eye
me.
makeup.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ooh, nice music. Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Xilonen just ended up running dozens of laps
Don't remind
around
me.
the hills.
Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
I just noticed her braid.
You mean
The
you're
pink
already
and
willing
blue
to
one.
accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable
What's
part
the
of her plan,
name?
and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, The order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Smell just as
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other. Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her.
That's true.
If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to?
It was
Plus,
this one, right?
considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Would we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 Wyab?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Citlali at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Citlali.
Granny
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to
like
find Kachina's
Citlali.
ancient name.
I hope,
A person who can
when
make
we
something
meet her, I
like that must
still
be
like her.
pretty impressive.
Or I
I'm
like her
not
even
sure
more.
she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room.
oh
and
my
doesn't
god, I
like to
love
be
her
disturbed.
already.
I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
You probably won't be very happy with this. We broke her thing.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into 2.
Great
Wait,
going,
Kachina
Malika.
didn't know
We're already
that?
off to a rocky start here. In that case,
I
I
kinda wanna
guess your
try her
only
makeup
option is
with
to
the
try to
pink in the under
emphasize
eye.
that this is an important
Might look
order
like
from the
the pink
Pyro
eye, though.
Archon.
Like the
Hopefully, Citlali would still want to show respect to the Archon.
sickness. Okay.
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Oh, let's ask Kinich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kinich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great! Then I'll go contact him right
Please
now.
just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
I love her eyebrows.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
We'll take a stroll. Take a walk. Okay, where do we walk to? Do we meet up with Kinich?
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Kinich makes his way over after some time. I wonder how long that took. If he's from the Signs of the Canopy. We meet again. Oh, Kinich doesn't have lines too. Also take this chance to explain what happened to the spirit speakers to
Yeah,
him.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kinich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Yeah, she told us. Because we also hear of the past tree materialized right before our eyes. And then Mualani said that it's an... Oh, too fast. The Pyro Archon explained everything when he came back from the Night Kingdom, including... I'm gonna stop trying to copy her voice. It's hard.
She mentioned there are 6 heroes and,
And-
that Xilonen
and the
is one of
lines
4
go
that have
really
already been
fast, too.
acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
So the original 3 who knew of the plan was Kinich, Xilonen, and... What's her name? The other girl? I forgot her name. I keep forgetting her name. Yansan. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Citlali finally realized that he was gone, no one— What? Who? Oh, Auroran. Okay. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Auroran, and he also hails from the Masters of the Night Wind. He spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself. Okay, there must be more to it. Citlali knows him too? That's right, Auroran was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Night Wind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd... something.
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right. So in that sense... What the fuck is that autoplay? Auroran and Citlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well. Oh, they're friends.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Citlali could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
That makes sense. As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroran joined the Fatui voluntarily or if he was coerced. Citlali is probably eager to prove that Auroran hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I talk to her.
If I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
You are a good negotiator, Kinich. Yes, if you're all on board with this idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Citlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Auroran situation. Good idea. This way we can get two birds with one stone.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
This is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Mollypo Kinich. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Citlali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure, I'll head out right away. Take care out there, Kinich. I'll be heading back as well. There are still a few things
then
I
let's
need to
part
do.
ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Okay. Quest end. Just kidding. Alright, wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Oh my god, there's a lot of... the morning. They could have just set a time. So this is tomorrow, and the day after that. And then morning. 7 should be fine. Maybe they could have just said, wait in 2 days. Or like 8 AM in 2 days or something like that. But okay, you do you, I guess. Oh my gosh. Like a Paimon. She's stuck like that. Where are we meeting? It's at the stadium, right? Okay. So Auroran rescued Il Capitano during their duel.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Xilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
No. We're meeting up here. Okay. There she is.
Hey, Xilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon.
Hello.
I have bad news. Citlali did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kinich a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also
Maybe
quite
something
eccentric,
happened.
though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response.
Maybe she's being tracked.
But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true.
That's true. Let's go!
Yep, you read my mind, Paimon. Alright, go to the agreed location. Over here. I haven't done my commissions yet because I know I was gonna do quests today. So we're good with our dailies, hopefully. Oh. You arrive at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. As expected, Citlali is not there.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
I can tell.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Citlali, right?
Oh my
Does
gosh.
she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
She's famous?
You all talk about her
There
like
she
she's
is.
some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
I love her so much. Her
Who's
color
there?
scheme is
Who's
so
talking
cute.
next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's
Can't
worse than
believe
my
this is
bite.
March 7th.
Huh?
Voice.
Citlali.
Huh?
Wait, you're Citlali? You're Granny Citlali?
Yes, Granny Citlali. But emphasis on Citlali, not Granny.
She's so
You must
cute.
know
I
this
love
trope
her.
from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that
Headpiece is
look
so
off your
interesting.
face. You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
And you're complaining about the Pyro Archon leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
Paimon, sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really...
I mean, you can ask Traveler how old she is.
I
She's
just
like,
wanted to
I don't know,
apologize, but now she's putting
2000.
more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Citlali. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone.
she's so cute.
There's
I
really
love
no
her
need to
style.
take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kinich's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, understood. Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No?
Sure.
But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was
eyes.
thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. I need to hear you all
not the
talking smack
eyes.
about me. Anyway, that's the whole story.
I love her already. She's so
Honestly,
awkward.
it's not like I owe you
Socially
an
awkward. I
explanation
love it.
anyway.
She's just like me, for real, for real.
What's with that expression?
What
Was she
expression?
feeling embarrassed just now?
We can talk. We can telepathically communicate with Paimon. Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she says sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. What a very rude to laugh. Help! Awkward interactions.
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself.
Yeah, she just
Everything
seems like
she does
an
and
awkward
says seems a little
girl.
forced.
Anyway, Xilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
Xilonen explains the Pyro Archon's request.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
We'll know once we find him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
What can she see?
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts.
Inazuma.
Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. A weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
All the Archons love us. Come on, do Fontaine. Excuse me, what was all that supposed to mean?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh?
I love her
What thing?
eyelashes.
Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Souls?
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Thank you.
It was nothing.
I really love her eyelashes.
Xilonen, let's follow your proposal. Back. I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the Lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance.
Oh, like an avatar state.
In other words, in a dream.
Yeah.
But I will need to prepare
fade.
a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance.
Fade walking. Oh my gosh, I'm so
I'll make
excited
a
for
list.
Dragon Age Veilguard.
Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with Citlali to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
El Capitano, huh? Will he be playable? I wonder how many of the Fatui will actually be playable.
All right, now
We
it's
have
time
two
for us
so
to
far.
catch
Oh,
that
three. I
brat and
forgot
bring him
skirmish.
back.
Catch that brat.
I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Interesting.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
Okay.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention.
Is he though? Is he though?
In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
You can count on us! You can count on us.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
Where is that? Oh! That's quite short. Should I stop here? I think I'll stop here, but I might connect it, like, edit it together. That was very short. Oh, I'll do the next part and see if I'll stitch it together. If the next part is like an hour long, then I won't. If it's like 30 or 40 minutes long, I'll see about if I can just stitch these two together. Alright, if ever I don't stitch the two parts together, thank you. I'll see you in the next one. If ever I do, I'll cut this part out. Okay, bye!